That is the show we're going to get into now. The only night in the year that Raw and SmackDown wrestlers face each other. Blah, 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 blah. I'm so sick and tired of hearing that sentence. I really am. Oh my God. I told Sal, this is going to be a short preview because there's just no storyline to have these matches. Oh, shit. Well, before we get into the Raw versus SmackDown shenanigans, on the kickoff match, because apparently the Cruiserweights weren't good enough for this show.
Well, they don't have any competing brands to go against.
Well,
this is the one out-of-place match. It's like, a regular regular non-brand versus brand match.
Okay, so Trav, you don't have our run sheet in front of you. I color-coded our run sheet just because I wanted to have some fun with our run sheet. So I color-coded the run sheet red and blue because I can. And I have the Cruiserweights are in purple. So it's like a whole bunch of red and blue text and then purple on the bottom. What the hell? So Enzo Amore versus Kalisto, who apparently celebrated his birthday on 205 Live. I didn't watch that show because of obvious reasons. I honestly don't expect Enzo to lose the title. Am I right, Trav?
No, he will not. They'll probably. I don't think Enzo's going to win clean, because that's just not who Enzo is. But there might be something to set up the next feud, because I think this will be it for Kalisto in the title picture. So maybe we'll get a hint at who Enzo will feud with next over the Cruiserweight title.
I hope so. Let's move on. I'm still trying to figure out why Cedric Alexander isn't in the title match, but that's just me. That's just me and my love for Cedric Alexander. Sal, are you consistent with this one too?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, let's get into the Raw versus SmackDown shenanigans. By the way, Sal, just because Raw is listed first, it's because this is how it was on Wikipedia, not because I rank Raw higher than SmackDown. I want to know that.
Deep down inside.
No, trust me, I don't.
Your bias is showing.
No, yeah, Chad, this has been literally a ridiculous conversation since the brand split on this show, on which was the A show, which is the B show, and the joke. We've been doing this since the brand split. I didn't expect that to actually get brought up on television again in 2017, but apparently that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So, we'll start with the tag team title champions, whatever. Tag team champions, there you go. I want to say title match, but it's not a title match. That's the problem. I want to say title match. It is the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro versus the Usos, who are, my opinion, the best tag team in the world right now, because I love the Usos so much. Trav, what are you thinking here?
Yeah, I mean, Usos have come so far from when I say Us, you say colorful face paint stuff they had been doing, in their first incarnation. They're so good, just character-wise in the ring. They've always been really good, but they finally found some characters that I think, and I don't think they're characters. They're just
I don't think they're characters
guys.
either.
They're just them. It's like it almost harkens back to. Do you guys remember when they debuted and they had the sweater vests on and Nike Air Force One?
Yes, I do.
And we come in to take y'all scholarships. There was some underlying racial elements to what they were doing, but I thought the first 2 weeks that they were on air was really cool, and then they got repackaged into the face paint, chanting Samoan deal, which was fine, but it was, it wasn't. Not that it wasn't them, because it is them. That's their culture and their heritage and all that. But as far as a couple of guys who grew up in the Bay Area, who know the streets, quote unquote, this is definitely you can tell. I mean, just immediately that they're way more comfortable. Not even being healed, because like Cam says on the East Coast cast, Usos have been baby faces for months in his eyes. But just those characters, the gimmick that they have now, it's just probably a lot closer to who they are, and it comes off as way more authentic. I hesitate to pick a winner. I hesitate to pick a winner in all these matches because the SmackDown versus Raw matches, because I assume Raw is going to, at the end of the show, have the advantage as far as wins and losses, or at least the important wins and losses. Like maybe SmackDown will win, maybe Charlotte will probably beat Alexa Bliss. Maybe the 5 women will beat the 5 Raw women. But like the stuff that's selling the show, like Lesnar's not going to lose. Like Angle's not going to, Team Raw is not going to lose, and Angle's not going to get fired unless there's an angle. No pun. Unless there's an angle, unless there's an angle, and Kurt Angle turns and costs Raw, or he and Jason Jordan cost Raw, and I wouldn't even, and Shane signs Kurt as a talent. Like someone had a really email Wade 2 weeks ago and was like, I think Kurt and Shane are in on it the whole time.
I heard that.
And it was really cool. It was kind of compelling. Like, wait a second, you're right. They never really did attack Kurt or they just kind of held him gently as they beat up the Shield during the siege. But back to the Bar versus Usos.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the Usos win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Usos. I went to SmackDown a few weeks ago, and I did not realize how ridiculously over the Usos were until their music hit and the building erupted. Like, wow, because I knew it was New Day versus it was New Day against Benjamin and Gable. And we knew that match was coming on, but nobody knew the Usos were coming out. So during the commercial break, the Usos came out. And the place went crazy. And everyone was dancing around and going crazy and singing along with the song. And then the Usos were off. They were on camera, so they're posing for the crowd. And they're having it was such an awesome thing to watch. To hear this crowd just make them heroes coming home. It was really, really cool. So I have a weird. This is going to be one of those ones you have to give the Usos the win. But they're actually they're in a better feud. They've been in better feuds almost with the Usos in the New Day lately. Sal, what do you think?
I agree. I was going to say the Usos were probably going to win just because they're the Usos.
Yeah, exactly. They're the Usos, and they're ridiculously big right now. And as much as I do like Sheamus and Cesaro, and I expect this to be a good match, I just don't think they're at the level of the Usos right now. Which is
stylistically, I think this is going to be
fun.
Really good because the Usos they're super athletic and can fly around a little, and the Bar are just super hard hitting and stiff. So I think that contrast is going to be really fun.
Yeah. So we move on to an interesting matchup that I honestly, when they announced this, I didn't think we'd actually have it. Well, we are getting it. It is Intercontinental Champion Miz against U.S. Champion, Sal's favorite person in the entire world, heavy sarcasm, Baron Corbin. Sal, I know how much you love Baron Corbin. What do you think of this match? And his stomach, right? And his stomach?
Yeah, of course. His stomach is the best part.
By the way, back to SmackDown, I've never seen a man get booed because his stomach is ugly, like on SmackDown. That actually happened. That was pretty funny. So anyway, Sal, what are you thinking here?
I would hope that the Miz is going to win, just because he has a child on the way. And the child needs a good role model, and Baron Corbin is not that role model. So I'm going to say...
I don't even know how to respond to that. I don't even know how to respond to that. Trav, go ahead.
Trav gave my answer.
Go ahead, Trav. Oh, we lose Trav?
We lost him.
Again?
We lost him.
Again?
Yeah. He loved my answer so much he hung up.
while we're getting Trav back in, I'll just say my thoughts. You're insane, but no, no. All seriousness, I am going to go with Miz because I think he's a better character, and I like the fact that this match is happening. I just have an issue with if Miz wins, does that mean the IC title is more important than the US title? Is that kind of the point of this? Like, I don't understand.
I mean, one would think.
I don't understand what the point of this is then. If it's like, well, the IC champion is going to beat the US champion. Okay. Well, what happened if it ended up being Sin Cara? Like, what would have happened? Like, I know that would never probably happen, but what if it would have happened? Like, what if Sin Cara would have been in this match? Does that mean that the Miz is better than Sin Cara? Like, huh? Like, yeah. Of course the Miz is better than Sin Cara! Of course he is! He's fucking Sin Cara!
But you know, it's the one night of the year
where we're on SmackDown. Blah 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 blah. We're just gonna bury the fuck out of that as this show continues, aren't we? Oh my god, we're just gonna bury the fuck out of that.
Can you name the show wrong? The one night a year, blah blah blah.
I just have to.
That should be the name of the show.
So, all right, let's actually go back to where we were. Yeah. Trav, your thoughts on Miz versus Baron Corbin?
I don't care for either of these guys, right? Like, Miz is just a scumbag. Corbin is also a scumbag, just in a very different way. But and I think the Miz's promos have been hit a little too close to home. Like, you can't be booked a certain way and then another guy gets to go, your title reign is irrelevant. You made the title irrelevant. Like, I didn't make anything. These people that have been booking me against Sin Cara for a month have made my title irrelevant. So I don't like stuff like that when Miz especially gets to use real life or real things that Baron Corbin or whoever his opponent has no control over. And I know he's the heel, but I just don't think that's I don't think that's cool or a selling point. Like, oh yeah, Baron's a scrub and his title means nothing, so I want to watch the match he's in.
True. It's a valid point. I didn't think about it that way. It's a very valid point.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I kind of assume Miz is winning. Am I right, though, Trav?
I think so.
Yeah, it makes the most sense. All right.
Especially after taking that pretty devastating loss against the Shield on Monday.
True. So we move on to the women's match. First women's match. It is Team Raw versus Team SmackDown on Team Raw. We have Alicia Fox. We have Nia Jax. We have Asuka. We have Sasha. And we have my girl, Bailey, versus Team SmackDown, which is Mandy's girl Becky Lynch, Carmella, Naomi, Tamina, and Vacant.
Vacant.
Okay, all seriousness, who do you think is going to join Team SmackDown on Sunday, Trav?
Wait, they only have 4?
Yeah, well,
I missed the second half, the second hour of SmackDown.
Okay, so what happened was Charlotte won the title last night.
Right.
So,
right. It was
Charlotte won the title, and with her spot,
Maddie not going to just go.
The way they closed SmackDown last night was they will announce on Sunday who is going to be the 5th member of Team SmackDown at Survivor Series for women.
Is there who's out there as far as like that could return?
I got a name. I have a name. Paige.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I've heard rumors. I've been hearing rumors about Paige a lot lately.
Wasn't she rumored to be at the Performance Center like just a week ago?
Oh no, she's been at the Performance Center for like 2 months now, from what I've been hearing. And she's clear. Cool. And she's cleared to wrestle. She's cleared. And there was a rumor going around that she might pop up on Raw. Instead, they gave the spot to Bailey. Like, that was the rumor going into the week. So I would not be shocked. It wouldn't shock me at all if it was Paige on Sunday.
I was thinking just super outside the box, like, oh, maybe Michelle McCool wants to wrestle again.
Oh wow! I don't think she's even in shape anymore. She's in shape. She looks hot, but not like in wrestling shape anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One of those things. But no, that's the rumor I've been hearing. But I don't know. I'm not sure how true it is. You know, one of those things.
Oh, that would be awesome, I think, yeah.
So who do you
She's
think?
been associated with Raw, her WWE career,